Welcome back for episode 16 here on Unsolved Mysteries, where we discuss all things Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche. Before we continue with this episode, we thought it important to remind our subscribers and all who watch our videos that we are not here in any official capacity. We're just fans like everybody else, using our skills and, frankly speaking, our common sense to catch crews. We at Unsolved Mysteries support Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche. We are rooting for their success in every aspect of their lives. As for our fellow vloggers, your own is too much. There's so much going on in the marketplace. Fake stories running rampant because people do not take the time to verify their stories. Engagement in Paris. Really? This is the thing. We believe that Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche are fairly open about their situation. They may not shout their business from the rooftops, but they have told us in so many ways, so many things, clearly and plainly. If only we opened our eyes and minds fully. The footage we saw during the holiday season, coming into the new year, may have been something as simple as publicity for their upcoming projects, or for packaging, or simply for the fun of it, like everybody else. After all, this is more commonplace than we think. As things go, we recognized it for what it was, and decided to weigh in on the matter. Like we said, we were actually quite amused by the London-Paris posts. Anyways, let's look at Will Smith again.
Nothing's real.
Yes, that's right. Nothing is real anymore. Just for fun. Please check out YouTube. There are many creators who talk about how they fake their own European vacations. Now let's get back to our favorites and address some of the footage we have seen. This time, we have a Paris Eiffel Tower footage. In this footage, all the concepts we discussed in our last video still apply. Let's start with just the image posted. In this footage, we challenge you to take a very good look at this image, not even through the lens of this video, but based on images posted in cyberspace. In this footage, it is very easy to see a lot of things with the naked eye. If only we tried. You can determine for yourself what you see. Now let's divert our focus for a minute. Recently, Sonia posted something that was very deep on her IG page. She posted two very beautiful pictures of herself, followed by the caption, "Learn to sit back and observe. Not everything deserves a reaction." Many of you saw it too, and loved it, just as we did. However, we are willing to bet that most of you missed the deeper meaning behind the message. Learn to observe our friends. Let's discuss this picture and the statement in our comment section. It would be fun and really worth talking about. Now back to the matter at hand. Firstly, let's look at different resolutions. Compare Maurice and the background tower. The first obvious sign we saw with just the naked eye was that the image resolution of Maurice is very different from the image resolution of the object in the background. The tower is blurred even to the naked eye, while the image of Maurice is very sharp. Photography doesn't work this way. Image resolution should be the same. This proves that these are two different photographs, taken at two entirely different times, and are now spliced together into one image. Note as well that even the size of Maurice's image, as compared to the nearby objects, is unnatural. Next, we explore sharp edge detection. Adding a picture or someone to a new background typically requires the use of the lasso or magic wand tools of Photoshop. These tools mark the outline of that cropped item, which often leaves borders around the image as either fine lines or pixelation. In this case, we see fine lines in the edges. Here, pay attention to how fine the edges are. That's evidence of Photoshop. Here we thought we would give you the benefit of forensic software, just in case your naked eyes are failing you. Here, we clearly see the outline of his jeans and shoes. The white film on the jeans line is evidence of Photoshop. In this picture, we see the same white sharp film over his frame, and also pixelated edges, yet another evidence of Photoshop. We wanted to emphasize the point that, while it may not be easy to see all that we are discussing at a glance, we thought we would take a closer look. It seems obvious that these are spliced images, but if hard to believe, let's zoom in and see. Here you can clearly see the obvious magic wand tool in Photoshop. You see clear white frame, and also black frame. Next, we address splicing detection. Splicing is the act of combining elements from different images to create a composite image. In this instance, just like we discussed in our last video, variations in noise patterns can be easily identified. Color tones are another telltale sign. We have already discussed sharpness or boundaries between different spliced regions showing abrupt transition or unnatural blending. However, here's another example. Next, we discuss clone detection. This is when you can visualize irregularities when objects are copied onto a field. There is usually a complete demarcation between fields. Regions that are similar are dotted in a pink or blue color and connected with pink or red lines. Here we see that the Eiffel Tower is clearly traced out by the lights. One can clearly trace the tower based on these lights. We know some of you will point out that there are a couple of purple lights seemingly through or on Maurice. Please note that the software is not even registering that Maurice's image is there. The dots and lines are behind him. Next, we discuss error level analysis. Here we see different compression levels compared to the rest of the image. This highlights areas of potential manipulation. Similar edges should have similar brightness. Similar textures should have similar coloring, and flat surfaces should have the same coloring. Now we look at an image of Maurice. We have shown you this image before to show you the noise analysis, but we thought we would do one more thing. Please look again and take in the difference between this image and the next one we will show you. Here, we are presenting a true unadulterated baby picture. Please note that the camera pixels run evenly throughout the image. This is photography, as compared to Photoshop. After evaluating all this, we can categorically say with absolute certainty that this is a Photoshop job. Make-believe is allowed and normal in this business, for reasons known to them. Again, we say that it is us, as fans, who take whatever we see in cyberspace literally. In a nutshell, fake image detection is important. It can help all of us to decipher the stories behind the pixels in the pictures and videos that we look at and watch. This will help us so that we can avoid fake news, publicity stunts, scams and hoaxes that use edited imagery. And hey, why don't we all learn to become digital detectives ourselves? Stay tuned, our friends. As always, subscribe to Maurice Sam TV, Sonia Uche TV, and of course, like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We have more interesting videos coming your way.